Welcome back to another tutorial video that I have for you today. Sorry I've been gone for a while for these tutorial videos, but I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes videos. So I'll be grateful if you go ahead and check those out. Click on any of them, leave a comment, like, subscribe to it, all that good stuff. So let's get right into what today's tutorial is. I'm going to be showing you what I do with split toning on Affinity Photo on the iPad version. So today's tutorial is all about split toning. Once again, it's all about split toning. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. As you can see right here, this is a picture after I get finished doing all my edits in Lightroom. I do all my retouching in Affinity Photo on the iPad version. This is where I do all my retouching. If you're new to this channel, I'm just gonna let you know this ahead of time. This is where I do all my retouching at. I do not use Photoshop at all. Everything is done on Affinity Photo on the iPad version. All right, now split toning. As you can see, this is right done when I got finished out of Lightroom. As you can see right now. Now, this is what we're gonna get to this point today. As you can see, I really brought up that background, make it look really rich and very, very saturated. This is what split toning can do for you. So let me just cut that back off for you. And then I'm gonna cut it back on. There it is right there once again. Now, also don't be aware, I also did some other things to this picture as well. I already did frequency separation. I brightened up a little bit. So other adjustments as well has been done to this photo as well. But today we're really just gonna focus on the background, which I use split toning on. So I'm gonna cut it off again, let you see it, and I'm gonna cut it right back on. All right, this is what we're gonna do. So now, in order to achieve this, this look right here, it's very, very simple. I already went ahead and duplicated the background right here, as you can see right here. I went ahead and duplicated the background, so I'm gonna cut that background on. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come right here to our selection persona. We're gonna do a smart selection. I'm gonna pretty much do a real sloppy job at it since this is a tutorial. Come on in. Let's just do a real sloppy job here. As you can see, I'm not being too accurate with it. That's why it's kind of everywhere right now. Let's go back and just clean this up just a tad bit, I guess, just so we can kind of get it off her. All right, there we go. That looks pretty good. So now we have her selected. Let me go ahead and clip a little bit more. Now since we got her selected, then what we do right now is we're gonna long press on it. As you can see, this little bar comes up. We're going to invert our selection. Now what this does is automatically select the background, which is what we're going to put our split toning on, is the background. So now since we got that inverted and selections on the background, now we're going to come back over here to the adjustment panel. So we're going to slide on down to split toning. Here it is right here. All right, now in order to really get that background pop just like the way we had it, as you can see right there, you can see the bokeh balls, the lights in the background. They kind of got like a yellowish, reddish type tone. So we know that's a highlight. So we're just going to go down here to this marker right here where it says highlight hue. And we're just going to try to mimic that a little bit. I think it's around that color there, that burnt orangey, reddish type color. So now you can see, you play with the saturation. As you can see, it's very, very minimum as of right now, but you can see very, very little of that. It's kind of really, really brighten it up. I'm just going to go really extreme, go to 100 with it real quick. Now, that's how order with that done. That's just going to bring the little pop. Now, the biggest thing of this picture particularly is that it's a lot of shadow in here. So we're definitely going to see this effect really do when we go over and apply to the shadows. Now, what I'm going to do with the shadow is I'm going to take it to a aqua greenish type color to really kind of, fit in with all this going on back here. So I'm going to really keep it as a greenish type color, but just bring that color out a little bit more. So let's go to a greenish aqua. We're going down here to get it around that range. I think that's about good right there. So now we're really just going to saturate it up. You're really going to see changes. As you can see, if I go all the way up, you can really see it right now. That's really, really brightened up. But I think I'm going to go a little bit more on the bluish side here. A little bit more. As you can see, it's just really, if I want to go crazy, but I really want to get that greenish, bluish color going here. Let's keep playing with it till we get this kind of perfect the way I want it. Like I said, you do everything the way of your adjustment, how the picture's gonna, bring it to you that day. Okay, I kind of like that. Now I'm just gonna, just kind of tone it down a little bit now. So now as you can see, I'm just toning it down. You just play with it until you get to what you like. And that right there is pretty much about good for me. And that's pretty much it with split toning. You know, you can do this with a lot of different images. I'm just gonna go ahead and deselect it. You long press and hit deselection to do the selection. As you can see right there, that's just pretty much how you do it. And you really just see how it just brings a lot of life to the photo. Actually, it just brings like a lot of life to it, brightens it up and gives you that extra pop. You know, if you want to learn how people and photographers, pro photographers get the extra pop add, this is like the little bitty things that you do to really get your extra pop into your photos. Now, also, I'm going to show you real quick another way you can use this with frequency separation. Also, you just put it on top of the low pass frequency. So let's go ahead and let me show you that real quick as well. Let me go ahead and just deselect this again. All right, now let's go over here to the filter layers. Go and find frequency separation, which is right here. Oh, I got it on the wrong thing. Make sure you have the photo selected. Right, let's go right here. Really don't make a difference. I don't know, I'm trying to get it perfect, like I'm really working on this photo right here. But anyway, so we're just gonna let that go on through. Now, as you can see, now it's completely done with frequency separation. Now the key with this is you can really use it with split toning on this as well. You just gotta take that split toning adjustment, which is right here what we just made, and all you really gotta do is just really put it over top of the low frequency. And that's what really will just affect the colors into it. So if you really just want to just affect the colors in your split toning, this is the way to do it, where it's just going to affect the colors in it. Now, since we already got the background selected in our adjustment, as you can see this little right here in this area, black conceals, white reveals. So we already have that selection, so it's already affected the background. But if we just want to take it, instead of affecting the whole entirety of the photo, we can just take it so it can just affect the color of the photo. Now, what this really kind of does, it does a lot of things actually, because this helps when you really want to come here and go through blending, go through your blending range. Sorry, I'm a little stuttered up today, but you know, if you want to go and mess with your blending modes, that's when, you know, this method really comes to life for you. If you really want to come here and mess with your blending modes, like this right here, like using the lighting, that's you know, actually I kind of like that right there. But you know, when you come with your blending on, this is when you want to use a technique like this, when you definitely just want to come around here and just mess with your blending modes, and it really just affects your colors and not the details of it. But you know, you can do the same thing, you know, with it into the entirety of the photo as well. So you can just really kind of pick and choose of what you want to do. Actually, really like this too. This really brightens up, or even still gives the colors. But you know, you can really just do what you want to do with it. You know, you play with it to your liking. You know, and you do what you got to do on that certain standpoint. But you know, everybody got different methods to get to the same place, as I just got finished reading. So if you really just want to, you know, if you really want to just try this method, this is a method that I kind of use. I use it a lot. Definitely when I want to bring that pop into my photos. This is a real simple, very, very simple, really adjustment right here. So it's not really very that hard at all. So once again, this is pretty much end of the tutorial. It's going to be a very quick tutorial, not that long. I will be bringing you back another tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below if you want to see a different tutorial or you want to see some specific. Just comment down below. And once again, if you're new here and you like my content, please consider yourself subscribing to my channel. And I am out.